Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to come and run my mouth and talk about the mess. All right, y'all. So, this is according to TMZ. We've been talking about this story since it first broke. Um, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta star's son cleared by cops in T Hood shooting. DA decision next week. So the T Hood fatal shooting case is wrapping up on the police end because cops believe the gunman acted in self defense. But he's not out of the woods yet because prosecutors could still charge him, TMZ Hip Hop has learned. First, a little refresher: Tevin Hood, aka T Hood, was shot and killed by Kai Frost, the son of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta stars Kirk Frost and Rashida Frost, during an altercation at a residence in Gwinnett County, Georgia, in August. After weeks of investigating, the Gwinnett County PD has concluded its probe, and it is finalizing its reports to be sent to the DA, who will make the final call on whether to charge Kai. But if you ask the police, Kai should not face any charges because he acted in self-defense. According to a police spokesperson, Tevin was a primary aggressor that night.
Boom.
Which kicked off with him starting a fight with Kai and pulling out a firearm. Kai allegedly brandished his own gun, but was quicker on the draw and fatally shot Tevin. That's not funny. Right?
Whatever. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Do I look like I give a fuck? Because I don't.
Kai allegedly brandished his own gun, but was quicker on the draw and fatally shot Tevin.
Bang, bang, I shot you down, bang, bang, you hit the ground.
The police spokesman said Tevin had also been the aggressor in a previous domestic violence incident with his girlfriend, Kai's sister. We'll now have to wait on what the DA says. Listen, I've been Team Kai since this broke. I'm going to wait to say what I really want to say, but I'll just end on this note. Kai is not out of the clear just yet, based off what I just read. Hopefully things work out in his favor. I think that this should be a learning lesson for everyone, especially those who feel the urge to put their hands on someone's loved ones. The consequences could be deadly. I think it should also be a learning lesson and I want to be very careful in what I'm about to say, because I know it's a very sensitive topic. But for those who are unfortunately in DV situations, I pray that you can find the strength to leave. But because what can happen sometimes is, unfortunately for you, you are in a, for lack of a better word, just fucked up situation. But it also can draw in your family and friends. And sometimes, in some of these cases, someone can end up dead. And in this scenario, depending on who you asked, the right person did. Again, Kai is not out of the clear just yet. There's a possibility that he could go to jail, I'm assuming. And I think this all stems from the fact that Kelsey was involved with that man. And I know that the experts, the professionals, the doctors say that it takes about 6 or 7 times for a victim of DV to leave the relationship. And I acknowledge that. I acknowledge that that is the truth based off of the experts saying it. I still believe that even with the victims, they need to also realize that they put everyone in a very tough spot because no one wants to see someone who they care about get their head knocked between a washer and a dryer. And based off of how men have wrote the rules and enforced the rules, and also women, non-binary, non-gender conform people, it is then left up to the man to swoop in and protect his sister who's getting her ass beat. And now he's put in a scenario like this. And then what happens afterwards, like this, the victim, which was also Kelsey, gets online and takes up for the person who her brother was defending her for. And now her brother could be possibly going to prison because he was trying to protect her. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. And then, hopefully next week we can come back down here and then wrap this up. And then I'm gonna cuss out Kelsey again. I am. I'm cussing out Kelsey, and I'm cursing out Rashida, and I'm cursing out Kirk and T Hood. Yeah, yeah. And I'm gonna tug on Kyle Wig just a little bit, but not really. But definitely Rashida, Kirk, and Kelsey. All right, y'all. Let's move on.
Bang, bang, I used to shoot you down.
Baby, did y'all see my auntie Wendy Williams at New York Fashion Week? I was supposed to be there, but I couldn't make it. Okay. I wasn't supposed to be at New York Fashion Week, but I was supposed to be in New York during New York Fashion Week. It's a difference. But no, I really was gonna go. The two shows I was gonna go to, I had to purchase my tickets. Because a lot of the shows, I'm not gonna say a lot, but some of the shows, especially the more popular ones like the Laquan Smiths, the Sergio Hudsons, you really have to either be an influencer, someone someone in fashion, someone who just has a hookup to get to those shows, or you do have to pay a hefty price tag to gain access. Girl, and I'm not in it when I'm not an influencer. Girl, I'm not the fashion person. I don't got the hookup, and I don't have no money to pay no hefty price tag. So therefore, girl, I can't go. I can't go. But the ones I could go to was one in Harlem Fashion Week. And then, Claire, she always does the Fashion Bomb Daily. But it was just a mess, and I just didn't go. And now I wish I would have went, but it's over. We have, but I do plan on going in February though. Yeah. Now I'm always planning something and I don't never go, but I do plan on going in February. And then plus I think that's the time I need to go anyways because it's gonna be a little cold. I don't think it's freezing in New York in February because based off of what I've seen, before, sometimes the girls and boys be out just with a blazer on. So I don't think it's too cold, or maybe they, I just thought about that. Maybe they have that on just to take a picture and then they put their leather coats back on. I don't know. But nonetheless, wintertime is my time anyways. I feel like I just feel like you could just better in like fall and wintertime. So yeah, but anyways, Auntie Wendy, she was spotted at New York Fashion Week at Laquan Smith fashion show. So this is according to page 6. Wendy Williams hangs with hip hop A-list Look Kim and Ice Spice at Laquan Smith show. It was an evening made for Hot Topics. Wendy Williams shut down the carpet at Laquan Smith's fashion show at the Classic Car Club in New York on Tuesday night before hanging with hip hop superstars old and new. The talk show queen, who has been living in assisted living facility against her will, arrived to the show with her bodyguard, pal Max Tucci, niece Alex Feeney, and is it Feeney or Fine? Because I've been calling her Feeney. Anyway, her niece Alex, and then her fiance Eric Houston. The crowd was excited to see her, but the highlight of the night was reuniting with rapper Lil' Kim. Cameras caught the reunion with Williams, who has a long history in the hip hop world as a radio host, telling the rapper, we're gonna stay in touch. I love you. Listen, give a telephone number. Give a telephone number to give to him. Williams told Kim, gesturing to her bodyguard.
And then he'll get his, and we're gonna stay in touch. I love you. Are you? Okay, so this might be. Okay, what is this like?
All right, Soji McQueen.
Soji. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hi. Listen, get a telephone number to give to him. Okay. You do it now.
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna break your ear now.
Answering.
That's July 18th, and here. Okay.
Yes. Go ahead, Wendy. I gotta.
Oh my God.
Look amazing.
I love you, Wendy. Oh my God.
Anyways, Wendy looked good. She looked amazing to me. This is the best she's looked in a long time. So I'm not mad at it. Yeah. Shout out to Auntie Wendy. I hope she had a good time. It looked like she had a good time. I wasn't there, so I can't tell you. But based off of the pictures, it appeared as though she had an amazing time. So again, shout out to Auntie Wendy. I'm glad she could just get out for the night and let her hair down and just be glammed up and feel like a rich Black woman that she is. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and move on. So I forgot I had this saved in my phone from a couple of days ago. Simon. This is what Simon posted on his Instagram story. A deed is a legal instrument that transfers ownership or rights in real property, such as land or buildings, from one party to another. It remains subject to any existing liens or encumbrances. If I paid my attorney to resolve matters, but instead I end up in deeper debt, they're fired. Hashtag blind leading the blind. And then he posted a video of his view. I don't know where he's at. I'm assuming he's still in Dubai. And he put at the top of the video, just take a look. It has debt-free living. Listen, I don't want to sound like a broken record. I don't. At this point, it is what it is between Simon and Portia. To be fair, I always try to be fair. I do believe that Portia should get whatever the judge granted her. However, Simon is in Dubai doing a Dubai Nigerian slide. Okay? He in Dubai, girl, doing the Dubai electric slide, girl. He went from doing the Nigerian electric slide. Now he about to find somebody in Dubai, and they're about to do the Dubai electric slide. And Simon is online talking about he is debt free, even though girl Portia say he owed her $700,000. So
People come for me all the time. They just don't find me.
Good to see you.
It's lovely to see you. It ain't gonna happen. Period.
it's not funny. It's not funny. But the fact of the matter is, I think that those of us who, there are going to be people out there who are going to say that, girl, you just don't like Portia and you're hating. The fact of the matter is, while yes, I do agree Portia should receive whatever the judge said that she is entitled to. But Simon is, girl, 33,677 miles away in another country and continent, girl. And I don't know how they're going to enforce that. If Simon is telling y'all, I ain't paying my lawyer, you think Portia gonna get something? If Portia is saying that man owes me almost $700,000, and Simon gets online and say this is debt-free living, then I don't know what else to tell y'all. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. Divine alignment, 2025.
Divine alignment.
Divine alignment.
Okay,
2025.
Okay.
So this is according to MSNBC. Fox News host Brian Kilmeade's call to execute mentally ill people was a mask-off moment. So last week, while discussing an August incident in which an unhoused and mentally ill man stabbed and killed a Ukrainian refugee on a train in Charlotte, North Carolina, I thought it was in New York. Fox News host Brian Kilmeade casually floated the idea that mentally ill homeless people should be executed if they refuse treatment for their illness. After the clip, you know what's so crazy? now all of a sudden, the mentally ill should be executed. Y'all care so much about, girl, refugees. But I thought y'all was trying to get all the people who, girl, ran over here, are not legally U.S. citizens, were not born in this country, or even if, girl, they were born in the country and their parents wasn't born in the country, like, girl, not, girl, it's all over the place. After the clip went viral over the weekend, he apologized Sunday. According to the Associated Press, the man arrested in the killing had been previously diagnosed with schizophrenia, and his mother said she sought his involuntary psychiatric commitment this year after he became violent at home. One of Brian's Fox and Friends co-hosts, Lawrence Jones, said during the discussion that mentally ill homeless people who refuse treatment should be locked up. Then Kilman chimed in, or voluntarily lethal injection or something, just kill him. That's exactly what he said. I'm going to play the audio so you can hear. Remarkably, Brian's colleagues did not appear fazed by his remark. In fact, co-host Ansley Earhart seemingly took his proposal seriously as she asked, "Yeah, Brian, why did it have to get to this point?" He replied, "I will say this, we're not voting for the right people." Let me just go ahead and play this clip so y'all can hear it with your own ears.
Either you take the resources that we're going to give you, or you decide that you're going to be locked up in jail. That's the way it has to be now.
Or involuntary lethal injection or something. Just kill them.
It's so disgusting. I remember my aunt on my father's side. Her name is Dana. My Aunt Dana. I remember her saying one time that we're all one paycheck away from being homeless. I remember she was the first person I heard say that. And that was way back like in 2001, maybe. I live in an area where there are sometimes a few homeless people, right? And as long as it don't bother me, I'm not gonna bother them. I just try. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't. I just think it's like not. I remember I pulled into my apartment the other day, and I'm pulling in the parking garage, and I saw a homeless man. For the most part, I will say this much: I don't know if it's it's almost like girl, they know not to come over here. For the most part, in my area, you really don't see like a lot of homeless people in my apartment complex. You really don't. I've been over here since what 2020, 2021. I've probably seen 2 or 3 maybe. Now, child, if you go probably up, a half a mile up the street, a mile up the street, maybe they're gonna be everywhere. Not they, but the houses folk. That sounded like kind of like insensitive, like they. But I pulled in the other day, and I think it had been raining, and it was a homeless man who was asleep. Basically, he was basically sleep inside the garage, not like behind where the cars are on the outside, but still in the garage, but on the outside of the garage, if that makes sense. And I was like, oh, girl, And I just kept driving because at the end of the day, like, and then, sometimes things happen over here with folks' cars and you never know who's doing it. You don't know if it's a homeless person. You don't know if it's somebody who live here. You don't know if it's just you know, but I just kind of left it alone. You know what I'm saying? Even though I live here and even though I know I'm not going to sit here and just lie in front of y'all faces. I don't want homeless people just running around here. I don't. But the man is asleep. I think it was wet. I think it was raining. It's wet out. He not bothering nobody. He probably just doesn't want to get wet. I just left it alone. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is it doesn't take it's free. It's really free to have a heart. It really is. It's free to just be sensitive about other folks' situations. I'm not going to turn and act like, girl, I'm going to sit down and just go out and hold a conversation with some homeless person who may be mentally ill. But girl, I'm not going to suggest that you kill them. I think everybody wants to be able to walk out of their house, their apartments, and not be bothered by anybody, homeless or not. You know what I'm saying? But I also knew too, when I decided to move to the area that I moved to, that, there are going to be a few homeless people. It's not like I live in Katy. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I live in the Woodlands. So I don't know. I just thought it was insensitive, but it just goes to show, if we just gonna keep it all the way 100, that white people can say what the fuck they want to say. Clearly, hello. They can say what the fuck they want to say, and there really be no consequence. You can get on TV and say that people should just die if they don't want to receive some type of assistance or help. Just kill them. Just kill them. Just kill them. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? So yeah, all right, y'all. I'm gone. Be nice to people. I get in every situation, it's not the same. Again, I'm not gonna get on here and lie. And I don't think y'all should lie either. Nobody wants to walk at their house and just see homeless people everywhere. And you just don't want to. And then the truth of the matter is, it's sometimes just not safe for people. But again, that could just be your next door neighbor, if we're gonna be honest about it, bitch. Hello. Girl, these motherfuckers be probably having all types of bodies and shit in the walls. But I don't think that I don't think that somebody not wanting to walk outside and see homeless people or not wanting to be bothered by homeless people is nowhere near the same thing as somebody saying, just kill them. Just kill them. No, I don't want to be bothered, but girl, but that doesn't mean that because I don't want to be bothered, girl. The solution is to just kill him. You know, like no. Like that's what we not gonna do. But I mean, anyways, I'm going, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Excuse me. I'm about to try to watch. What's that movie? What's that shit called? The Tyler Perry bullshit. I forgot. It's on Netflix. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The Black Show with the family. The first season, of course, was overly dramatic, all over the place, but it was watchable. Girl, I started watching episode 1 last night, and I think I'm like 30 minutes in, and I turned it off at one point, then I turned it back on because I felt like the conversations amongst the people, they were too long. Like the conversation between what's the bitch name, Mallory, and her husband when they were in the car, it was too long. Why are they talking for like? Why was that scene like 8 minutes, girl? I feel like the conversations are just too like they're drawn out, and I was like, why are these conversations so drawn out? Anyways, child, I'm about to try to finish that episode. Oh, I forgot about Salt Lake City. I'll probably have that up. I don't know, child. I'm not gonna have that up today. I know for a fact. I'll try to have it up this weekend. Or maybe next week and I just do 1 and 2 together. I don't know. We'll figure it out. All right, y'all. I'm gone. Y'all have a good night. Bye, y'all. And another thing, too. Y'all whack motherfuckers be so pro-life. But be the first ones to get on TV and talk about killing. And then your homeboy and your homegirl just sit there. But I thought y'all was pro-life, though. I thought y'all was pro-life. I thought you were pro-life. What happened? What happened to the pro-life gang? Now we just kill them. So full of shit.